Hey, it's Podrickspot here and welcome back to my channel. Today we have a starter home and more specifically a Strangerville starter home. And what I mean by that is that it's not fitting for Strangerville. Like, ideally if you wanted to play the Strangerville mystery, you'd want certain things in your house like the listening device and yada yada blah blah blah. I just mean it's Strangerville in that it just uses Strangerville items and base game. The outside is kind of like the vibe of the world, Strangerville. I find it so weird that, is it called Strangerville the game pack and the world is called Strangerville? Because that's never a thing in any of the other ones, is it? But anyway, doesn't matter. I kind of inspired it around the other building, so I guess the vibe of Strangerville is like a western-ized desert, maybe? So that's what I kind of went for by using the Strangerville stuff on the outside. I don't know, there's something off about the outside. When I uploaded it to gallery, I don't know if it was just the awful screenshots, because they're always awful, or if it was something else, but I don't know what it was, but I'm not entirely sure. The exterior, it might be I end up hating it in about 2 days, but anyway. As for the interior, it's very what you'd expect from a starter home. A lot, and especially considering I limited the packs, it's pretty much what you'd expect, yeah. But yeah, so it's not amazing, but it's a starter home, and who doesn't love a starter home? Surely a lot of people, because a lot of people start the game as you would start the game. Not everyone wants to use money cheats and stuff, so they start out with 1 sim, with 20 simoleons, and this is the house you can use if you want to be in Strangerville. So yeah, if you have, obviously the base game, you're gonna have the base game anyway if you want to download this, because that would be really weird if you didn't. I mean, you might just watch sim videos and not have the game, and that's also totally fine, but the downloading off the gallery, it's obviously you need the game. So as long as you've got Strangerville, you can download this. I don't usually limit myself, so I kind of wanted that extra challenge of obviously a budget and just 1 pack, which I don't normally do. I've obviously done a base game starter on before. If you were still subscribed to me, then you might not even know I've done one. I say it obviously a lot, I've noticed, and then I listen back and I go, well, it might not be that obvious, so why are you saying it? So yeah, I'm sorry, it's not because I'm trying to say everyone's stupid and they should just know. It's just because I think that I'm a bit stupid and that I'm saying things that are really obvious when they're not really that obvious. Anyway, as I was saying, I've done a base game starter home, so that was probably more of a challenge. I actually disabled all the packs through James Turner's website pack disabler thing, so I wouldn't be tempted or just forget. I nearly forgot a few times on here. I was also considering using the eco lifestyle bed because it's so cheap, and then realise it's an eco lifestyle bed. So no. About the cheap eco lifestyle bed, I mean the one from when it's hidden. I think you make it through the fabricator, so I would have had to put the cheat in for that anyway. So it's not on a legit item, but it's there and it exists. But I wanted to stick to Strangerville and base game, so I did, I promise. It's not maybe the most exciting starter home, but starter homes aren't exciting, so I thought this fits me because I never do exciting stuff. I just do what I feel like doing at the time. So yeah, this is my starter home. I've been in a bit of an inspiration rut, maybe is the right word. I haven't really been playing the game that much. I've barely been on it in the last week, and I mean, I was working my last week of work before I moved on to my new job, and I think that might have just, I don't know, drained me a bit, and it might have made me not want to play the game as much. Like, I wanted to have my spare time to do other things, maybe. I started Planet Zoo, I've already said that before. I was playing that. I was excited for the new aquatic pack, which I bought, and then I don't want to talk about it, it's embarrassing, but I will, because it's on Twitter anyway. I thought I couldn't place water, I thought it was a glitch in my game, and I was really upset because I really wanted to make a penguin habitat. Okay, I was really, not tempted, I was really excited to do it because penguins are my favourite animals. So I was just so excited, and I wanted penguin babies, and I just wanted to take all the screenshots in the world and have them all over my Twitter. And then couldn't place water. And it's because I hadn't played the game in like a year. I'd completely forgotten how to do it. But I thought it was a bug. So I go off on one saying, oh my god, I can't place water. What's going on? Turns out I just needed to use the terrain tool, put a dip in the ground and fill it with water. But I was thinking it was like the Sims 2 like pond tool where it just makes the hole for you and fills it with water. So I was obviously getting mixed up between games. You can't judge me. But yeah, so I was obviously having a bit of a mare there. Yeah, it honestly took me hours to realise. And by the time I'd realised, I didn't go back on the game. So I still don't have penguins. Because, I mean, Cyberpunk came out. So I've been playing that. And that's why I haven't opened Planet Zoo since I realised I was doing it wrong. So no penguins yet. But hopefully soon. Because I need them in my life. I bought the pack for £8 for the penguins. And I'm going to get some penguins. You know what, I might even try and record it. Just because I'm that excited about the penguins, I might actually do a Planet Zoo video on my channel, even though I wasn't sure how it would go. So maybe I won't say that I definitely will, because sometimes I record things and go, no, I don't like the video. It's very rare that that happens, but when it's new stuff like Planet Zoo or a new game, I want to make sure first that it would actually be alright and fun to watch. I feel like certain games are better to stream than to put on YouTube for entertainment purposes anyway. So yeah, sorry, I just went off on a Planet Zoo thing again. I did that in my last video, I'm sorry. You can tell that I'm more bothered about other games than The Sims. But yeah, I've been, like I said, inspiration's not been there. I've not really opened the game. I'm hoping to get back into it. Kind of having a little bit of an inspiration to renovate some of the stuff in Strangerville, like the bar. I think the bar in Strangerville is ugly, so I'm kind of tempted to just renovate some stuff rather than build, because like I said, if you're in an inspiration meltdown, it's probably better to just renovate certain things instead, like look at something and just change it rather than try and build something from scratch. So, you know, let me know if that's something people be interested in me trying to renovate the bar in Strangerville, maybe some other stuff in Strangerville, because, or maybe just anything in general, because their builds are not great. But I don't know if I'll limit my packs to just Strangerville. If I renovate, I'll probably like actually do more than that, like use more than one pack. But who knows, because sometimes I go crazy and I'll use like one item from each pack, and then when I upload it to the gallery I've used about 10 million packs, and even go on the, like each pack what items I've used, it's like one plant or something. Then I think, oh, this is very usable for people who don't have all the packs. Not, you know, I don't have all the packs, so I understand how frustrating it can be sometimes. And you can't download stuff from the gallery, or you don't want to because you don't know what will be missing, and you know, etc, etc. So yeah, I know exactly how it feels. But when I'm building, I just go off on one, and I don't really think about what packs I'm using. I just do it. Yeah, that's my thing. Yeah. I have to cut a few things out of this build. It's not that really long, but I was like in the debug menu for a bit just finding loads of plants, so I didn't think that'd be very interesting to watch a sped up version of me placing loads of plants on the lot. So yeah, I cut a few things out, but not a lot. And the thing is, I didn't do any terrain. I just realised I didn't do any terrain. I mean terrain paint, by the way. But I really like the terrain paint that's already on this lot, if I'm honest. I know that may sound like I'm being lazy, but I do actually quite like it, and it blends in with the other bit, like the other part of the path. Like the path actually makes sense on this lot, whereas in some places it's like you have a path and then it just stops, and then you don't have a path to match the path that's outside the boundaries of the build. It's a nightmare. It's a nightmare. Yeah, I was struggling with the budget near the end, if you can't see here. That's always a problem with me. I ended up having to delete some things. The hallway on the upstairs is very empty, so I apologise for that. There's absolutely nothing in it. But I thought in my head, when people make some money, they can decorate it themselves, can't they? Customise it to their own thing. But yeah, that's just me rambling on again. But like I say, you know, it's not a base game home. It's a starter home, so sometimes they're just a bit bare, aren't they? I tried my best. Obviously, with debug, landscaping now is so much easier. Like, you couldn't landscape a base game. No, not a base game. You couldn't landscape a starter home before because they're just so expensive. The bushes and everything are like so much money. Like, more money than some of the other stuff. The stuff just doesn't make sense. The simoleons and the way things are priced don't make sense. But that's for a whole other video, and it won't be on my channel. Someone else can talk about it. So yeah, I probably should end the video now because we're nearing the end. But yeah, I hope you liked the video. If you did, leave a like. You know, if it's something you want to do, it makes me know people are enjoying what I'm doing. And yeah, subscribe if you're new, like, want to see more of my content. Obviously that's up to you though. I won't force anyone. But yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Dag dag!